would be too vulnerable.
Technically, they can go Valentina.
They can go Valentina to steal it as well, yes. Okay. Turn now with the predictions right here. It is one of those games where so many options are available to both teams due to the fact that they will have their own kind of strong points, right?
Or just yet, Natco has stolen away the fist crack. Now utilizes it on Annabelle. Still wins out the red tree. Reggie caught in the fist crack. Now he can be brought back by the Stampede. Moreno stunned up. Purify out. Netherrealm coming down as well. Now it's another re-engage from Luke as he pins them down. But Netherrealm dealt with. Light with the stun. Luke going to be taken very low. Flickers out the safety. Moreno now as well. Look at the damage. Oh! It's pinned down to the wall again. Annabelle with a double to start things off. A shortcut plays down. They're hunting for Natco, who won't be able to respond. Key is trying his best to stop this purple buff steal, but it will be...
You might already see one of those big fights happen yet again, but Bigetron have the control here.
Crash Course coming down. Key as well, going to be able to get the stun down now with the Glorious Pathway used up. That's another round. Retribution from Albert. Zaman Force placed down. Reggie going to be stunned. Oh, that's a chain CC onto 3. Luke still able to dish out some damage. Now the Purify not ready for Moreno. Albert gets a 3-man stun, and Natco picks up the double. Now it's equal on the board almost.
Great steal from Reggie down below. BTR, Natco. When he gets another realm, it'll be much more of a problem for BTR. Crash Course down. Key.
There it is.
Be caught in the bad spot. That's all 5 of BTR's members. Down the realm! Natco comes in the end. Another realm from Moreno as well. Now Zaman tries to deal damage out the Key, gets stunned up in the midst of it all. Albert wins out the fight. Key still stays alive. And on this place, it's a flicker forward from Reggie. Trying to get some more, but in the end, it ends up just being 1-0.
How does he do that? I feel like season after season, he is the 1 HP specialist. Is always able to get out on a sliver of health, not taken down, not giving Bigetron the better trade, and EVOS are very quick to the neutral objective, and there it is!
Look at Luke, smashed down to the ground, Annabelle. Electrifying beats, onto 2, still not enough damage to take them down. Oh my god, Reggie! Gets 3 on the board, and EVOS clean him up! Light still trying to tank up damage. Holy moly!
That's a 2 for...
Always 2 or 3 members, but look at Light.
Crash Course on a Natco. They're all going in with the fist crack as well. Natco still able to survive for a bit. 1 HP! Natco survives! And Zaman Force now with the help of another round from Moreno. That's a jump in front of pursuit into the turret. Key and Reggie survives. EVOS, they seem immortal.
They're just not going down again and again. Annabelle
is going to take another turret, so the trade that the Joy had, not as value. Meanwhile, Light.
Crash Course as well. Erlan able to flicker out. That Crash Course not really be able to save him. Annabelle diving deep into enemy lines. Will be taken down. That's a shutdown for Erlan. Eman with his Zaman Force unable to do much. Natco dashing forward. Moreno trying to support him. Albert looking for the stun. That's his Zaman Force from Natco. A statement Zaman Force.
That's exactly what Annabelle's trying to do, right? Trying to put some pressure in the bottom lane. Oh!
Eman stunned up. Oh my goodness, the Queller from Albert was almost enough to take Eman down. 3 levels down on Erlan, by the way. Albert recalling, or falling back rather. That's a Lord. First Lord of the game that just took a base turret.
And it's still more minions actually punching down into the mid lane. Moreno taking a lot of damage there.
Light looking for the Crash Course. Luke, fist crack in desperation. 1 HP. Netherrealm comes in just in time to save him. And Moment of Zaman Force, not enough damage just yet there. EVOS are just soaking in everything BTR are throwing at him.
Power that is going to be on the opposite side of the Lord, so that's another advantage that the White Tigers have.
Another attempt at the base. Erlan 1 shot away. That's Sonata twice on Light. Eman, Zaman Force, Glorious Pathway placed down as well to slow him down now as they look to go for the siege in the bottom lane. Even with the splash of damage, the Ghost Bursters, it wasn't enough. The Cannon Minion was still there.
Albert, right? So he's now level 15. They didn't really go for the contest. That was just information given. Light not in the perfect position though.
How are they going to escape from this one? I don't think you can. Light is going to be chased down. Erlan finds the final shot.
He's sitting at 0-5-2.
Even fight? Lord enhance in the mid lane. No way for BTR. 1340s, when it's going to be coming back up. Luke trying to go for the damage again. Another arm was placed down. Keys to be very low. Taken down now by Eman as he dashed constantly back and forth. But finally, almost gets severed by Albert. The base is right there. Oh, Moreno exploded. Reggie very low. Shortcut placed down. Light in the midst of it all as Luke jumps in and pins them down. Moreno walks up again. That's Reggie who now falls as Eman continues. Natco dashing away. Zaman Force, the chase. Erlan's low. He still survives, but Eman gets the double. The Queller, not enough to take him down. Luke wants to go for the chase. Albert running. BTR have defended.
That was a risky. Bigetron are gonna slowly catch up to EVOS now. So they can't really rely on that advantage to bully Bigetron any longer.
Albert's
So-
gotta be careful. Look at Light.
That's it.
Wow. What a read. Oh, that shortcut has placed him in a bad spot. They all take it though. Inside of enemy territory, they go for the fight, and now he's giving the electrified beats. Nyko flickering out. They're all so low. That's another Luke falls. Eman falls. Moreno is next to the chopping block. And BTR, they took a call that was risky. They pay the price for it.
Albert's going in for the straight end.
Oh, it's the end? The minion's not there yet. Annabelle walks up. Albert will try to go for the end. Immortality's there. Minion's dealt with again. Albert shut down. Now another minion wave into the mid lane. They go, and it will be the end. Annabelle gets a double, but EVOS get the game.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. 60 minutes and 36 seconds. EVOS finally pull the trigger and are able to take the main turrets down. That's a 1-0 for the White Tigers. What I was about to say is the next chain of events, right before Light gets spotted out by Albert, will either be very great.
Ranger.
Interesting. Is this MPL ID?
This is MPL ID. Just updated live stats.
Okay.
I think it's the fact that the Granger can be used in so many more different ways. You can use it as a burst tool, as a harassment tool, as a power farmer, as a lane bully. That's the problem with the Granger right now. It just does too many things too well. Even now, it still looks fine against this composition. But the final pick is going to be Novaria. Help with that scouting. But man, that also means that if Natco mispositions, we talked about Natco being aggressive, flickering forward.
Objective of the game, Annabelle is actually level 6 right now, and he seems to be the first one onto the turtle.
Great kick! And a follow-up instantly from Bigetron Esports. Retreat on the turtle. Light on a signature pick. Albert still trying to go in. Light trying to go for the Jikundo, but Albert will respect it.
For the neutral objective first.
Even just on the watch for Light potentially, but they get spotted now. That's going to be the turtle pick up.
Way the Dragon and Flicker combo key disintegrated. Annabelle with a fracture claims the kill. 4-0 currently, with another turtle going in their hands. Diversion play. Oh no, Albert, he's right on top of it! Albert with the Soul Sever gets knocked out by the Jikundo! And Luke picks up the kill. Now Erlan forced back. Luke is just tanking up those hits. They want to put pressure on Erlan to take that turret up top.
Iman initially very pressured into the gold lane, now has a lot more space. Light goes back in.
Gets the kick and stunned up though. Now Erlan able to dash away. Key, Zaman forced down, Zaman pops into Zaman's force, and does enough damage. Key very low, Synchro Vision. No, doesn't get it. Iman flickers. Moreno gets the kill with a dispersion, but now gets caught low. Flickers back to Iman. The shot not connecting. Very, very close.
Looking for a possible kill.
Oh, Albert used the Flame Surge already.
Oh!
Oh, lethal ignition! Cool guys, don't look at explosions. And it's an assassination from Annabelle.
That was beautifully done. He's sitting now at 0-0, Annabelle at 3-0-2, and he picks up the objective as well. That's a perfect turtle for the White Tigers. Because at some point, usually when we see a team behind, there's a certain point where there's equilibrium, but when will that equilibrium hit? Diversion?
Oh my lord! Jikundo into the kill, Eman on top of it, Moreno! They're disappearing in front of BTR! Wow, Erlan and Reggie, the two side laners taken down again. Moreno pops into dispersion, this time onto the tank. And you can see that burst damage as Annabelle goes so...
We'll have to wait and see. Bigetron are known to use these doors greatly. Oh, good light.
Oh, way the dragon, but it's only onto the tank right now as Luke is able to zone them in the back now. Key gonna be taken very low. Mine very low as well, but he gets the kill now. Annabelle jumping in. Reggie able to survive. I don't know about that. 1 for 1, both roamers down. Lord in the mid lane still there. Reggie trying to zone them away.
Oh!
That's a shot down. Annabelle with a fracture. 3 base turrets now taken down with the bottom lane falling to Annabelle. Base. Less than half HP. Luke, very low. Moreno with a pull by Erlan. Rose Gold Meteor saves him, but now Iman walks back up. Natco falling. Iman continues this, but they have no minions. It's a double for Iman. Erlan trying to save the game. Key will be spawning in a bit. Annabelle, fracture in forward. They gotta go for the base right now, and they do to equalize 1-1.
We're going to game number 3 as Bigetron strike back in game number 2.
After that first game, we thought it might be a done deal, but Bigetron shows all it takes is a couple of adjustments. As Mirko mentioned, once they get the chemistry down, once they get the plays together, once they all can see the bigger picture together, That was a great game where everyone knew exactly what they had to do. The diversion, the pickoffs from Light, even the solo kills and the farming speed of Annabelle.
You know, full... there are multiple dimensions to this. It ends up being execution-based.
And I don't like an assassin anymore for EVOS.
Yeah, Assassin here would definitely...
They gotta go Lucas Jungle. Lucas Jungle.
Lucas Jungle, yeah. It certainly does make sense. I think the farmers can be accounted to that as well. Hylas as the final pick now. So yeah. Wait,
I lost EXP.
Should be XP. Yeah, it is XP.
Yeah, there you go.
okay. All right.
Yep, it looks like Bigetron. So EVOS should have a little bit more time to play with Key though.
Wait, the dragon, nope. Coming down, NetherRealm as well. Annabelle jumping to the back line now with electrifying beats as well. Reggie unable to get the stun as the NetherRealm will be dealt with. Light flickering out to safety as that's going to be the pin down coming down to Moreno. Flickers out Key. Jikundo locking him down. Albert secures first blood. Fist crack on the two, but there's no one there to help him out. EVOS on the board. Annabelle on the enemy side, and take a look at the Granger airline. Free.
But overall, I'm curious to see what Annabelle was doing right there. Oh, another where the dragon.
Oh, and the pick instantly. Annabelle looking for the damage, electrifying beats again, but it's not enough to threaten Albert or Key.
That does make sense. And now it looks like Albert is a level ahead of Annabelle, level 8 right now. Oh, Key goes in.
Oh, it's an off-angle kick though, so Key will be in an awkward position. Light pops in the crash course now as the join will not rejoin. Oh, finally he decides to go in, but it's all alone. Electrifying beats in the midst of it all. Gets a pick, another realm, and the pin down with a fist crack as Matko is the one who secures the neutral objective.
That's Nat Goat.
Nat Goat.
King Nat Goat.
Take a look at Amando, free hitting, and just like that, the gold lead is gone.
But now look at EVOS again, already ahead so far in the setup.
Jikundo, oh no way, the dragon crash course actually cancels it out now. Fist crack on a two. Crash course coming down with another realm two now. Annabelle jumping to the back. Albert gonna be taken very low. No, actually just an lord there. Oh, Turtle taken out. Light crash course. Airline stunned up. Moreno flickering on. K kicks him back to the fray. Light now gunned down by Airline. Flickers out, but Airline surely will take the kill. It's a double and a perfect turtle for EVOS.
That was very messy by Bigetron. What did you think about that?
I mean, they were trying to go for the same approach there. Get in there, take the damage.
Yeah, it's just to the Lord. They're not going to try to make an ambush happen. Super Ken there watching this matchup very closely as well. And they are bursting down. They're blitzing this Lord. Down to a quarter of his HP. Annabelle walking up now. Let's find peace. Retribution. Albert wins it away. Crash course coming down with the shortcut too. Luke can be taken down. NetherRealm a bit late. Light will be able to flicker in time. But look at the damage that's been placed down. Airlock trying to go for the snipe. Moreno will be caught. And he actually escapes here. EVOS, they get everything they wanted. SOD. Oh, what? A dive from Iman to get Albert. Annabelle walks back in. Now, does he have enough damage? Airline with the flicker out to safety. The mid lane will be cleared out again. A diversion, though, might catch Annabelle. Lo Yi flanking. Oh, right there. Lord. He's gonna be taken down. Meanwhile, Light in the back. Airline gonna be caught. Electrifying beats. Oh! The Shadow Stampede brings him in. Annabelle still looking for the damage. He still has electrifying beats. What was the initial damage? Was it just the dashes?
Might just be the dashes.
Idea that Moscow is always on the side lanes. Wait a second.
Albert claims the Lord in the bottom lane. A tier 2 will fall. It's a trade. Tier 2. Luke! Fist crack. No follow-up. Key goes in on the Light. The crash course comes down as well. Luke will be able to go for the stun again. But that is Light taken down. Moskov. A base turret. Iman. Oh, wait, just Natko. Oh, he misses the SOD. They might have already gotten enough time. Winter Crown. Natko! Well played, Iman. Taken down. Now in the mid lane, though, they've dealt with the Lord. Albert is all alone. And he gets pushed away. Albert still wants to go for it. Fist crack coming down at the realm as well. Dealt with again. Albert almost
operating with. But overall, despite losing the Lord, they got a base turret. Bigetron stopping the recalls, but now Reggie.
8 seconds for Iman. They gotta go and deal with this wave. That's Luke. Kick back. He gonna be fallen. Annabelle. Wow, that damage again. It's Airline with a poke, but unfortunately not enough damage to take anyone down. And that's an SOD. Oh, Iman gets a crazy phone man stun. What the heck? But the diversion was there. Wow.
It did. That would have been disastrous. Light, however.
Oh, part 2. This time on Natko. And this time they get it done. Albert bursts it down to NetherRealm. Oh, a few more shots. He gets away. Annabelle gets away as well. But but it is playing out differently. That in-between turret shortcut.
So be able to actually keep his distance better from the rest of the team. But look at Key.
Great kick, Light, can they burst him down another realm? Not enough, Moreno has placed himself in a dire spot. Moreno will be punished for that move, but he respawns back instantly. Light does not have the same mechanic built in.
Uh-oh. In the top lane though, Iman's all alone.
He's all alone. Okay.
That was an interesting moment, man. Because, you know...
Oh,
whoa.
SOD.
Onto Erlan. The damage placed back. Diversion spotted out. Moreno needs to run away. Luke as well. Albert looking for the engage. Luke backing him away. Dispersion, rotation, catching the fist crack though. Also doing the same thing. Key, Jikundo. That's a glorious path to lock Luke down. As that's gonna be Iman trying to cut away, but Albert goes in with a nature. Still, Albert with the back wreaking havoc. Iman still able to get the Spear Misery as he flickers out of the way. Now Annabelle also doing the same line with the crash course again. Annabelle can take it. Now it's Reggie who has fallen as there's a wave down below, and somehow BTR came out on top.
1 for 2 trade, ladies and gentlemen. Behind that play coming through, that was insane. Again, right? The portals coming through has just been so important for Bigetron in their re-engage, as well as Iman and the SODs. And it looks like Annabelle should be able to pick this up uncontested. And there it is.
With a save for EVOS out of nowhere with Key, a death sonata.
What just happened? The steal in the last second. The winning moment, it seemed, for Bigetron has been overturned.
Reggie's up, they can diversion back in. Oh no. This is not good for Bigetron.
They're going for it now, but Bigetron are going to be able to actually whittle down the Lord before EVOS get in the picture.
Oh, look at that. Look at the damage, the piercing damage. Lord will be able to charge. Key goes over to Jikundo. That's a charge. Light with the flank as well. Oh no, EVOS. A bad spot. Crash course coming down. Albert. Release to be able to survive. Luke coming in as well. Netherrealm not in time. There is Erlan gets another kill. Light with the flicker. Albert gets killed by Erlan one more time. Key. Jikundo away the dragon. Emma bursted down by Erlan. Again, it's a triple. It's a maniac as he snipes Moreno down on top of the base.
What is this man made of? An amazing comeback from EVOS in those final moments. And it was all Erlan. It was all Doma. What?
The steal into the chase, into the maniac. It was a close game. The closest out of the 3. But unfortunately, EVOS, they have done it.
When you think about Albert and Key and them falling off in the early game, you completely forget that there's Erlan right there. Always the carry when needed. The man's found his jam in MPL. Back in the day when he subbed in, he was only given one chance, one match subbed off, one game subbed off.